Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dandelion, which is brought to you. We're gonna play a dating sim. This is the first time I'm gonna play a dating sim with another person. So I'm gonna play it with Mr. Cry. Cry, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm here to date. Stripping's gonna get mad.
It's all good, because you're gonna have bunny ears and stuff, I bet.
Yes! Or cat. I don't care which animal.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, cats and bunnies and slugs, maybe.
Oh, no, that's another game for another time.
No slugs! No slugs today. Alright, let's poopy doop in here.
Alright, let's poopy
New
doop.
game. Summer.
It's hot.
The sun. The mountains. The gentle breeze in her hair.
What the hell? Why do I have an error again?
No! Seriously?
Yes! Okay, let's see if it works. Yes, it's working. It's working. Yes.
Do you see summer?
I see.
Do you see hair?
Bosun.
Boosin.
Bosun.
Okay. Boosin. When I first came here, everything was so unfamiliar. I've lived only in Seoul for 18 years, so I was worried whether I'd be able to adapt. At first, I had a hard time understanding the dialect, and I'd often ask people to repeat themselves a number of times. It's been 3.5 years since I came here, but Busan dialect is still hard to follow. I came to attend a college in Busan from Seoul. Sometimes people ask me why I didn't choose to attend a college in Seoul. Unlike me, there are many people in Busan who want to go to Seoul. But unlike them, I no longer wanted to stay in Seoul. Oh my gosh.
Seoul a lot.
Every sentence is ending with Seoul, yeah. I couldn't stand my life in Seoul with Mom, who had completely changed after she and Dad got a divorce. It's been 3.5 years since I became independent from my other, but I still lead the same suffocating lifestyle I had in Seoul. A senior majoring in business, an okay TOEIC score, and slightly higher than average school grades. I came to Busan to find my dream, but I still have no idea. What do I want to do in life? I came to Busan with that question, but still haven't been able to find an answer. I've been living here for 3.5 years already. Busan has its big ocean and old buildings. Though people may be a bit rough, they are kind. And I have 5 precious animals in my life that warm my heart. Yes!
What do I want to do in life? Bang cat boys.
Intro. It's cool. It's whatever. I got kitties and bunnies at my house. I hate my life, but animals, right?
This is a legit anime opening.
I know, it's amazing. Oh, God.
The whole premise is wanting to bang a cat or bunny boy.
It's so good. It's so good. We walked into this knowing what we were doing.
I know,
Cry.
but we're just finally
Don't act like we didn't know. It's happening. It's really happening right
You
now.
can talk about doing something all the time, but if you do it, it's just something different animal entirely.
It's true. It's gonna be so
I'm
good.
really excited to see just how in depth Mr. Ji Yeon is with his actual life as a cat man.
Oh, yes. Oh, God.
God, one of them is just so hunky though. That guy right there.
That one?
He's
Yeah.
so hunky.
And then there's the adorable dude. And there's like
He was eating probably cheesecake.
Quiet guys. Oh, most likely something super sweet, right? And everybody would be like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you put so much sugar in your coffee." And he'd be like, "What do you mean? It's delicious." Exactly. Yep. And now we're in space.
Holy
Right.
shit, we got space bunnies.
This is gonna be the best game we've ever played.
Did they like commission this band to do this song, or did they just like get it from somewhere?
I don't know. I mean, I would be really impressed if somebody went to a band and they were like, "Hey, so I was wondering if maybe you could make an intro for my game about banging cat boys." And then...
That's my wish.
And then they were like, here, let's make a legitimately good sounding song. Like, I would be shocked, really. I opened the door and saw a familiar living room. It's been 4 years since I moved out from my parents' house. When I come back to an empty home with no one to welcome me, I don't feel like doing anything. I should just have a light meal, wash up, and go to bed. My days are always busy. I wake up early to go to school and go to the art club room after class. When I come home, I clean up the house and do laundry, then I do my school assignments. And when the hectic weekdays are over and weekend comes around, I meet up with my friends for lunch and head to the English cram school. The word busy has become a way of life for me. I'm busy today. I have to go to cram school. I have to impress the professors. I have to get an A+ in class. I always make sure that all my school assignments are done perfectly and turn them in by the deadline, and I actively participate in the school's art club. And despite my busy schedule, I make sure to invest some of my time to study English in order to raise my TOEIC score. Some people tell me that I live my life to the fullest. I always thank them, but hearing that doesn't really make me happy. Tomorrow should be another busy day. I have a morning full of classes, and I should study at the library during lunch, and then class again, and I'll probably go to the art club room to work on my paintings. Dark room, the same old every day. When I lie down on my bed, many thoughts occur to me. I live such a busy life. In others' eyes, my life is probably full of activities that are useful and helpful. But why? Why do I not feel alive? There are many people in Korea who lead a life similar to mine, and there are certainly those whose lives are even busier and more stressful. But unlike me, they're proud of the fact that they're busy and enthusiastically plan out their lives. Oh God, do you want to be this lady?
I got this. You didn't even get in a top 5 in your class. Sending you to an expensive cram school doesn't even help you at all. Study harder. This isn't enough. If you take a break when everyone else is done, you'll just end up being one of them. I don't know why you're talented at it. You don't have any talents. I just don't know.
The painful memories of my strange mom and my past are suffocating me. I can't get rid of the cold expression on my mom's face from my thoughts. The expression seems to say, only your report card represents your value. I can still vividly remember Mom's face when she told me that I was no use because my grades weren't good enough. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I'm imagining this like super strict mom who just slurs everything she says. She's like, yo, what are you doing? Why aren't you like the perfect daughter? It's just like, Mom, go to bed. But still, I am living the life as I did when I was with Mom. It's not as stressful as it was in Seoul, but even when I am still leading a busy life, I have no idea why I'm here and why I'm doing these things. I went to attend a college outside of Seoul and joined an art club. I have friends who aren't really friends, and I struggle to get an A+ in all my classes. None of these are what I wanted. In fact, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I have no idea what I'm working so hard for. How can I find my calling? How can I learn to enjoy what I do? No one taught me those things. Is this where it all begins?
We gotta teach her these things. ... I guess this is me?
I don't know who...
Hang on, I'll be a mysterious voice.
Okay.
You haven't changed a bit. It's still amusing to see you confused, but it's getting a little bit boring at the same time. I'm not interested in seeing you suffer so little. You should be hurt so much that you'd want me to cry. Or you to cry. What would you say when you see me? What expression would you have on your face? I'm dying to find out. Well, I should leave the most fun part for later. The fun begins now. I hope you enjoy it. Now, let the game begin.
I'm straight up imagining, like, the worst villain. He's just like, I'm gonna be so mysterious right now. I'm just like,
It's good enough.
It's good. It's perfect.
Also, are you meowing right now?
I don't know. It's meow? Question mark? Huh? What woke me up was not the alarm that's set for 7 a.m., but the sound of a cat. Oh God, it begins.
Yes.
No way, I don't even have a cat. I must have been really tired yesterday. I remembered going to bed last night without taking a shower and felt a bit grossed out. My hair felt oily too. I should get up and take a shower. I looked at the wall to see the time. It's 6:36.
It's really bright.
Nyan. Huh? What was that? Oh! Huh? I closed my eyes and opened them again. Nyan. They're different colors, so I feel like they're different cats, but we don't know who's who.
Yeah, absolutely no idea.
Nyan. Nyan. I'm assuming orange is orange cat. Nyan.
Yeah.
This isn't a dream. There was a big basket next to my bed, and inside that basket...
Cats and rabbits?
What? Who? How? The animals? Who brought them into my room?
Wait,
Before that, who broke into the house? Someone must have come into the house while I was sleeping. The windows are locked. How could someone have come in? I scanned the room quickly but saw no signs of intrusion. I must call the police. But first the animals.
oh no, how many of them are there?
2 cats and 3 rabbits. A total of 5. What am I supposed to do with 5 animals?
Oh no, I must regain my composure.
I should call the police first. These animals don't belong to me.
Hello, is this the police? Yes, somebody broke into my house and abandoned some animals here. Yes, things that disappeared? No, I don't think anything's stolen. Everything's left untouched, the windows are locked and stuff.
The tone of the police officer over the phone suddenly changed.
Excuse me? Yes, I live alone. No, I'm the only one with a key. No, this isn't a prank. I'm not even sure what happened. I woke up, I found a basket next to my bed with 5 animals inside.
I was telling the truth, but the officer wouldn't believe me. If this isn't a prank, ask your neighbors or something.
Wait!
I desperately tried to stop the officer from hanging up.
Can you at least take care of the animals? Somebody definitely abandoned them, like on my bed.
I turned to look at the animals. All 5 of them were staring at me. Why? Why are they all looking at me like that?
Yes, the address is...
Come to think of it, it's a bit strange that rabbits and cats are sitting together so peacefully. Are cats this well behaved?
Tomorrow?
The police officer told me that people from the animal shelter can't come until tomorrow, but that means I have to take care of them today. He wouldn't even believe the fact that someone had broken in. Seems that no one would come for an investigation. Asking the police to believe me is not something I can do easily, and I don't have the courage to plead him either.
Yeah, okay, thank you, sir. Ugh.
Someone surely came into the house. What on earth is going on? I went over to where the basket was. Choose an animal! Oh God!
Oh, wow.
Oh, we can't choose suave necklace cat.
No, not yet. He's too
Not yet.
suave.
He's the final cat. He's the final necklace
final
cat.
destination. I also like how the girl's mouth moves when you're talking, so I can just picture her voice coming from the flips.
Does it make it better? Do you feel the immersion?
It's very immersive. Highly acceptable. Thank you.
Okay. Let's go with scruffy blue-eyed bunny. Yeah.
Scruffy. He looks like an old man bunny.
I know, I'm clicking on Old Man Bunny.
Alright.
The big rabbit was calmly staring at me. The color of his fur, it's silver. Wait, silver rabbit? Is this some sort of an extinct species? Oh.
Oh.
All right. Small red-eyed rabbit. The
Alright.
small white baby rabbit was sitting right next to the bigger one, as if he's scared. Is that a mom and her baby? But their colors are different. The smaller rabbit was as white as snow. You know what? Let's just go counterclockwise.
Okay.
Last rabbit.
It's like
Brown
a cow.
Cow rabbit. He seems a little different from the rest of the animals. He's trying to keep a distance from the rest of them in that small basket. He doesn't look like a Korean breed. She didn't even know that cats could be well behaved. How does she know about bunnies? Oh, whatever.
I like how the black cat is just like posing like with his junk
He's
hanging out.
he's straight up like swagger jacking right now. He's like, excuse me, I'm trying to get some play here, so.
I also just realized we can't even click on him, so he is the final destination cat.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like
crap.
we can't click on him at all. All right.
Okay.
Adorable, overeager orange tabby. The kitten with bright orange fur was looking at me with sparkling eyes. Look how sparkly his eyes are. He's so cute. He's a real cutie pie. A cutie patootie, if you will. Ah, final cat! The black cat looks ill-tempered. The rest of them are cute.
Oh, this cat doesn't look that cute. His junk is hanging out.
And it kept staring at me as if it had something to say. I think that's Black Cat.
I think it is.
So that'll be you, dog.
God, alright. Okay, alright. I've been waiting all my life for this moment. I'm hungry.
I'm sorry. What was that? The cat just talked. Am I hearing things? No, I'm sure I heard it.
Meow.
I'm pretty sure I heard something. I glared at the black cat.
Meow.
The black cat stared back.
Maybe I really am hearing things.
I sighed. I must be really tired if that's the case. I should at least feed the animals. They will be with me until tomorrow. I was surprised, but the animals were probably even more surprised. They must have felt really nervous to wake up in the morning and find that they're abandoned by their owner in an unfamiliar place. As I headed to the living room, the black cat jumped over the basket and followed me behind. The orange kitten, silver rabbit, white rabbit, and spotted rabbit followed as well.
Here, eat this.
I put in some bread and lettuce in a large salad bowl and put it down on the floor. I also put some cereal in a small bowl for myself. Oh, I thought she was going to feed the cat cereal. And poured milk into it. When was the last time that I had a decent meal? I'm always spacing out while eating my cereals for breakfast, but the animals perked me up this morning.
Meow.
Huh?
What?
I looked up and spotted the black cat inside the salad bowl along with the food. Did he just fall in the salad bowl while eating?
Meow.
He looks so silly. I laughed at how silly he looks. When was the last time I laughed like this? God, this girl is so emo. She's so just like not content with anything.
Flashback to fucking childhood.
Daddy, I made this donut with Mommy. Mommy told me the donut is pretty. Maybe I should open up a donut shop when I grow up.
You wanna be dad?
Sure, honey. You'll do anything you want one day. I'm not going to accept that.
Oh.
By the way, what's the time? 7:40? Oh no.
I'm gonna be late for class.
Oh. That's terrible.
Late for class, you might as well just leave the city.
Leave Seoul?
Yeah, just peace out. We're not in Seoul. Don't you remember the entire beginning?
My bad.
We left Seoul. We don't want to be in Seoul anymore because that's where our mean mom is, okay?
Right. That's a terrible place.
Yep. The hectic morning classes are all over. I can't even remember what I learned in class today. I always take perfect notes and never miss anything that the professors say, but I was worried about the animals at home, and also I was bothered by my messy hair and makeup, which I hurriedly put on before coming to school. I went to the restroom to straighten myself up and then headed to the art club room.
Oh, hi, guys.
You wanna be this dude?
Who the hell is this guy? Looks like his pocket's dirty. Hey, Heejung.
As I opened the door and greeted everyone, a guy sitting in front of a canvas smiled at me.
Is something wrong? What's with the sighing?
Heejay asked me with a concerned look on his face. His name is Heejung Kim. He's a junior, and we're in the same club, and we even go to the same cram school together.
Heejay, are you interested in raising pets by any chance?
Huh? Well, why do you suddenly ask me that?
I have to get rid of the animals so I can go back to normal.
If you want to, just let me know. Which do you like better? Do you like rabbits or do you like cats?
It's not that I don't like animals, but I have allergies. I don't think I can.
Heejay shook his head. Why must he have every single allergy that exists? Dang, judgy.
Wow.
Anyway, who on earth is left those animals in my room? I'm already busy preparing for my graduation.
But why do you ask if I want pets all of a sudden?
Oh, someone left 5 animals in my house.
What? Really?
Yeah, they broke into my room.
What?
EJ sprung to his feet.
What the how? No, wait, are you okay?
Oh yeah, I called the police and people from the animal shelter will come tomorrow to pick them up, so.
No. I mean, did that person steal anything or do anything to...
Oh, that's the weird part. The house is fine. There's like nothing stolen and no open door or windows.
And you're okay too.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay, then this must be what people call perfect crime, or perfect crime.
Oh, I'm not so sure. It doesn't make any sense. It's like...
Magic.
Huh. This should be the 8th unexplained mystery. What? Fuck it. This should be like the 8th unexplained mystery of the world.
Just commit crime.
By the way, what are they? Poopies?
Oh gosh. Oh my god. I thought you made up that last line.
There are 3 rabbits and 2 cats.
Rabbits and kitties? Together?
Yeah, and they're all different. One of the rabbits is silver, and another is spotted, and the third one is white, and he's still a baby. He's all small and cute and stuff.
Silver? There is such a thing as a silver rabbit? Maybe someone dyed it.
Well, I don't think so. Anyway, he's really unique. One of the cats is bright orange, and he has huge eyes, and he looks really cuddly. And another one is black, but he's like not that cute. He's kind of gross.
Oh, I see. Wow. Anyway, well, who would be so heartless to throw away 5 animals at once? Then rabbits and cats together, too.
I know. There aren't many people who raise cats and rabbits together.
Yeah, they're crazy. So, what are you gonna do with them? Send them to an animal shelter or something?
Yeah, I mean, I can't raise them. Someone nice will adopt them, I'm sure.
Well, who would adopt rabbits and kitties? Some people just usually prefer dogs, yeah?
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He's like, who on earth is gonna adopt rabbits or cats, please?
It's either one or the other. You can't have both. Okay?
Yeah, you definitely can't adopt both. Dogs all the way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, come to think of it.
Cats are usually considered as bad luck in Korea. Oh, thank you for explaining this game.
Okay.
Cats are usually considered as bad luck in Korea and therefore not popular as pets. And it's also not common for rabbits to be adopted from shelters.
And if they're not adopted, don't they usually euthanize them? And I heard that's the case for more than half of the abandoned animals.
Oh!
Euthanize? But those little animals have done nothing wrong. I don't particularly like animals, but I never understood this.
They're put to sleep just because they're abandoned. What rights do we humans have to decide that?
I could feel myself getting sad.
Oh, there's no justice in the world.
But you can't take care of all of them by yourself. You can't help it.
TJ's right. Being as busy as I already am, I don't have time to take care of animals. I graduate next semester, and I have to be ready to find employment.
Holy shit, really quick. What if you get to decide which one, like which 4 get sent to get euthanized? And then you get to keep and bang the other one?
That would be the saddest thing in the world. He's like, well, I can only keep one. Like, that's how you choose which storyline you want, is you send the other ones off to just like go to the shelter and be sad forever.
That would be amazing.
That would be so sad.
Anyway, I wonder who left those animals in your room. I hope someone nice adopts them at the shelter.
Really, who left those animals in my room? The strange thing is that there's no sign of any intrusion in my room. One thing's for sure, is that someone did indeed break in to leave those animals in my room. But everything in the room was left unchanged, and since I live on the 5th floor, it's impossible for someone to come through the window. Even the door was locked properly. This is really weird.
Bye.
I said, But bye, Heejay, forever. I said goodbye to Heejay and nervously went home because I couldn't concentrate on painting while thinking about the animals.
No.
It relaxed me to see the 5 animals wandering around the living room. What a relief. Everyone seems fine. I'm sure there must be, like, poop and stuff everywhere.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, she didn't even put them in a bathroom or anything. She was like, I don't know, just, like, wander around, I guess. I don't have a litter box, so figure it out. Yeah. I have to decide what to do with them, or I'm not going to get anything done. ... This is giving me a headache.
And if they're not wait, hang on, I got this. And if they're not adopted, aren't they usually euthanized? I heard that's the case for more than half of the abandoned animals.
Euthanasia. Animals that are abandoned by their owners. I don't even know what might go through their minds at such a moment. Animals can't talk.
Why aren't you saying anything? You better have good excuse to let your grades droop like that.
You try to talk, but the other person won't listen. And the feeling of, oh God, I'm going to equate my mom as though she's my owner and I'm a pet. And she was so, like, disappointed with me that I feel abandoned.
Holy shit.
And then I'm going to be like, I'll keep all of them. And the feeling of having your future decided by that person.
Don't say another word. I'm transferring you to better cramp tomorrow.
I know that more than anyone else.
Oh.
I made up my mind and picked up the phone.
Hello, I called this morning about picking up abandoned animals.
My mom never once gave me the choice to choose what I want to do. She wouldn't even listen to me.
I'd like to cancel that. Da 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 da.
I'm not my mom.